The Big Show with Night and Day. Get a hell of a caffeine fix from your local Night and Day from just $4.50.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hodaki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday afternoon. It is the 29th of July, 2024, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. I don't know what it is, Muggy, but have you been to the gym today? Because your veins are popping, man.
Yeah, man. I have been to the gym.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can tell.
First time in about 3 months. I've been having quite a concentrated period of just drinking booze, to be honest with you, on the weekends, and generally been pretty slack. So now we're into it, aren't we? I've given you the last of my cigarettes, Jase. Turning over a new leaf, brother.
Yeah.
And I gave you 2 lighters as well.
Yeah, I've got about 5 lighters in my bag at the moment. Incidentally, I need to give one back to Pugson because I nicked one off him.
Oh, yeah.
Can I have the rest of your booze then?
The booze is gone, Keyzie. The booze is gone.
I can tell you that people like Mogi and I, we don't give up the booze when there's booze left, Keyzie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Responsibly.
And can I just say, you giving me your ciggies, it was almost a full pack too, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, no, so yeah. But it was one of those things where today I was like, I have got that full pack there, so maybe we'll just wait until that's finished. No. Today is the day.
You know what you should do is why don't you challenge everyone in the nation to also give up smoking and then have like an app that tracks how many cigarettes you've given up and how much money you've saved.
Honestly, man, you can only do that 20 times and people stop getting into it.
Yeah, totally. Now, Keyzie, you were all chipper when I came in today, but
cock-a-hoop.
You've started getting a bit, blocked up, and you said your massive honker is dribbling like a bastard.
It is.
What's going on, mate?
I am starting to get a runny nose.
I think you're getting, you're coming down with it, aren't you, brother?
I hope
it's
not.
not a good sign.
No.
You know in yourself how you're feeling at the moment. Is this the sort of thing that you get and then it doesn't turn into a sickness?
No, you know that feeling you get and you go, shit, I'm getting sick here?
Yes.
That's not what I've got. I've got just an annoying runny nose thing, which I've had on plenty of occasions, and then it just goes away overnight.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hoping it's that, because I got the Pie Awards tomorrow night.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
Oh, and of course the big show.
I was feeling tickety-boo when I came in here today, and then I saw Keyzie, and now I feel a bit woozy. Just because he's dribbling out of his nose and like bubbles, the bubbles. And so I'm feeling a bit woozy and...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I feel like my glands are up or something.
I wasn't going to... You look terrible.
You look... sick. Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I look a bit pale and green?
Nah.
Oh.
Worse.
Jeez. We'll see how we go. I'm a bit of a backbone. I'll just carry on regardless. Now, listen. We've got a massive show coming up. We've got some Warriors coming in, fellas.
Yep.
Of course, would you rather getting in the draw for either Bathurst or the NRL Grand Finals? Plenty more to entertain you, so stay tuned. In the meantime, here's Tom Petty.
Jeez.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Foo Fighters there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 13 minutes past 4 o'clock. And unless you're living under a rock, you'll know that the Olympics are on. And as always, Mogi, I am loving it.
It's fizzing, isn't it? It's fizz-worthy.
It's so good, man. It's sports that I would never in a million years watch.
Like rugby league.
I watch now because it's the Olympics.
Yeah. What sort of stuff have you been sort of...
Equestrian?
Yeah, sure.
Swimming? I'd never watch swimming. Swimming's tedious, but if there's a New Zealander, I go boy or girl. What else have I been watching? Oh, I watched a bit of the skateboarding.
Interesting, isn't it, the skateboarding?
No,
All the
it's tedious.
Oh.
Also... mountain biking, all that sort of stuff that I would normally never watch. And rowing, rowing's boring and tedious as buggery, but I watched some of that and that was exciting.
Well, I'll just stop you there, Jase. There is absolutely nothing boring about buggery. The other thing that I've sort of noticed is we've been coming close. We've been coming close in a few different things. I did watch the Rugby Sevens, even though we got knocked out before the quarters.
Yes.
It was actually pretty awesome watching France win their first medal of the games.
Yep.
Absolutely dominating they were, and a beautiful thing. It's nice when the home nation goes well, I reckon.
Yes.
Even though, obviously, they bombed the Rainbow Warrior, and I'll never forgive them.
Yeah, for sure. And just on that front, in terms of France, of course, the French woman winning the mountain biking, I can't remember her name.
Edith Piaf.
Yeah. And I tell you what, man, the crowds at these live events are just ridiculous.
Oh, they're
are
ridiculous.
Huge.
Oh.
And they're loving it.
The thing that I'm struggling to wrap my head around is you have all these events on simultaneously, big stadiums full of people, camera angles, like the mountain biking, cross-country mountain biking, for example, a giant course, cameramen on every corner. Organising it and just having enough cameramen to be operating all at once. It must just be like 500 people just doing that.
Yes.
Just running cameras.
Yeah.
It's just such an outrageously tough thing to pull off.
Well, they had that with the horse riding in the cross country.
They did what in the horse riding?
They had cameramen everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And seriously, there were crowds of like thousands and thousands of people just watching a horse go, not even jumping in some parts.
That has been a fantastic innovation that they've made in the show jumping. And often when the Olympics come around, you'll see this really new stuff happening. They've done that with the show jumping this time, and now they're attaching cameras to the fartus of the horse.
Yes.
So when it's clearing the fence there, you really get to see how close the horse is getting to the top of that fence. It's absolutely brilliant.
I've got to admit to you, it made me a little bit seasick.
Motion sickness.
Yeah,
Can I get a medal tally, please, Keyzie?
A New Zealand medal tally.
Yeah, let's get the tally going,
let's
brother.
get a started, Keyzie.
The Big Show Medal Tally Update.
I mean,
Currently sitting at the top, we've got Japan with 4 golds, 2 silvers, 1 bronze for a total of 7 medals. Australia, our nemesis.
Always.
4 golds, 2 silvers, 0 bronze.
Losers.
I can't see New Zealand on the list. Oh, yep. 0 gold, 0 bronze, 0 silver, 0 medals. So,
Hey,
right on track.
we did get a fourth.
Oh, we got
swimming.
a fourth? No, we got a fourth. Yeah,
What was
yeah.
her name again, Keyzie?
Erica Fairweather.
Fairweather. We got a seventh in the
seventh.
mountain biking.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Erica Fairweather, she's better over longer distances.
Yeah, that's the thing. They sort of set up the rules to work against us.
Yeah.
You notice
it's
that?
BS. I didn't notice that. Got some exciting stuff on tonight, though, and we'll have a full guide on what's happening in Gay Paris after
Nice.
5 o'clock on The Big Show.
Yes, so good, man. In the meantime, here's Black Sabbath.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Black Sabbath there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Now, of course, heaps of sport going on over the weekend, but one major game, fellas. The most important game, of course, the Wars. And with that in mind, we have the legend Charlie Gubb on the line, ex-warrior and a legend of the game. And Charlie, how are you, you mad bastard?
No, I'm good. We're back in the mixer, brother.
How good do we look, man?
Oh, we look so good. But we definitely left a lot of points out there, you know. That first half, we finished our sets on their line, but didn't come away with too many tries. But we just looked dangerous.
Oh,
Dangerous, you reckon, Charlie?
Yeah, we dangerous and
sloppy.
Yeah.
Dangerous and a little bit sloppy.
And lacked a little bit of class.
Yeah, lacked a little bit of class. Yeah. It really is the kicking game and last tackle options are not good at the moment. And for that period where we had that three game winning streak that nobody thought we were going to have, it wasn't so much of an issue. But for some reason, the boys look like they're a little bit affected by confidence in the halves there.
Yeah. Maybe they watched that Olympic opening ceremony, you know, a bit of blasphemy, but we won't talk about that. You're right. I don't know. It was lucky we were playing the Tigers because I think if we were playing a better team, they might have punished us for not coming away with more points. But sometimes you need the dice to go your way, if that's even a saying. But we need the dice to go our way, and we did. You know, so we came away. We've got a bit of confidence now, and winning kind of fixes everything. So I think we'll just build on it.
Charlie, I've got to be honest with you, mate, because I'm always honest with you, Charlie. I switched after half-time because I was not getting overly excited about it. But then having said that, I watched the Panthers v. the Dragons. Jeez Louise. They're a hell of a side, aren't they? The Panthers, I mean.
Yeah. They're in a different league to us at the moment, but at our best, we can be there. But, our best and our worst is there's a big gap.
There is. Charlie, by the way, Keyzie here, mate. Hope you're well.
Good Keyzie.
We beat the Panthers, by the way, Jase, at Magic Round, so just remember that. Charlie, look.
Yeah, I remember it all right, you massive lunatics.
To be fair, I barely remember it. So we've got 5 more games in the season, Charlie. We've also got a bye in round 27 to finish things. Eels this weekend. It's the perfect time to play a team like the Eels who are effectively just trying not to get the wooden spoon. But then you do have those teams like the Dolphins, the Seagulls, Bulldogs and Sharks. All of them are in the top 8. All of them are vying for, trying to move even higher, potentially top 4. How positive are you feeling at this point?
No, I'm positive. I mean, like if we're going to be a chance when we're in the 8 anyway, we got to beat those teams because none of them are really powerhouses. I think, we should have beat the Bulldogs. We got ripped off. We should have beat the Sharks early on. We were up big and dumped it at Mount Smart. But I'm confident, Fanor Blake's playing out of his skin. Chanel got his kick over us.
Oh, that was great.
It's going our way now, so I expect all the boys to be on board.
I tell you what, I'm bloody nervous about this game against the Eels.
How do you reckon you'll go, Charlie? Are you nervous?
Me? I don't really get nervous about games. I get nervous about other things, like when the kids are in the front seat with no car seat.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
Totally. Of course, the Wars did get a big win, so it is time for
was it a big win?
It was a huge win, Jase. We beat them by 12. That's massive. But it is time for the Porter King Player of the Round. Charlie, who are you choosing?
You know what? I'm going to give this to Wayde. Who was this player of the first half?
Oh, yeah, good on you, mate.
No, like Wayde Tuesday.
Yeah.
He's not getting another hat. He's not even wearing the one he's got.
Yeah, Jase, what's up with that?
Jeez, I don't know what's got up your ass here, Charlie.
Jase, can you not have beef with Charlie Gubb,
He's
please?
having a real go at me today. All I said was I switched off at half-time because it was tedious.
Fair enough. Look at him trying to remember. He's trying to remember.
I guess the question is, what is the name of a warrior?
Yeah.
Just as a more broad question.
And he's like, oh, damn, Sean Johnson's injured.
I got nothing.
Look, I can never go past Roger. Got to go Roger.
Not a bad answer. I think it was between him and AFB. AFB was out the gate, and Roger at fullback. It's going to be tough to shift him out of there, isn't it? Because what I loved about him, all the attacking stuff, but what you forget about him is the defence, the amount of points that he saves. He is unbelievable.
You happy with that, Charlie?
He was a real handful.
Yeah.
And Wayde, it's nothing personal, brother. It's just two betas going at it.
Good stuff. Thank you very much, Charlie Gubb. And don't forget, if you're in the Wellington area and you need a... Come on, man.
What was that, Keyzie?
If you're in the Wellington area and you need a Portaloo, hit up Porter King. They are your number one specialists.
The Hauraki Big Show Podcast. Radio Hauraki.
Penrith have done it!
Would
Brace yourself!
you rather?
Bathurst 1000!
Yes, indeed. Would you rather Bathurst or the NRL Grand Final? Yes, Keyzie, with your finger in the air.
So someone's just sent a text here. Hey, guys, what do these prizes actually sort of entail if you do win?
Oh, I
can't see that
text. Where did that come from?
Oh, it's just disappeared. Good question, though, whoever that was. You can either win 4 nights on Mount Panorama watching the mighty Bathurst 1000, flights and accommodation included, or flights and accommodation for the weekend of your life with the NRL Grand Final in Sydney, races on the Saturday, and a pre-match cruise to the game on the Sunday.
I just want to reiterate, because I think it's important that people understand this. You won't be 4 nights on Mount Panorama. You'll probably be staying somewhere else.
How do you
hotel.
know?
Is there a hotel on Mount Panorama?
There's all sorts. It's huge.
Is it?
Mount Panorama is huge, is it?
You'll be staying in a tent
It's like a mountain.
on the side of Conrod Strait.
G'day, Mark, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Mark. Good. You had a good weekend, did you?
I've had a brilliant weekend, yeah.
Yeah, no, good on you, you mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. What do you do for a crust, Mark?
I work at a school in Christchurch, so we're just a caretaker for announcement.
Just Bambo! Don't you ever say just the caretaker, Mark.
Do you run an incinerator down there, man?
Oh, they've got a gas, all by gas, and I run by gas, so yeah.
Bloody
Yeah.
beauty, mate. You could have an incinerator.
Good stuff, mate. All right, Mark. Would you rather the NRL Grand Final or Bathurst?
NRL Grand Final.
Okay,
Copy that,
yeah,
I
copy
was
right.
going to
that.
say that.
Yeah.
I'll chuck you over to Pugson in Studio B and he'll sort you out, all right?
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thanks,
Love
mate.
you.
G'day, Nathan, you mad bastard. How's life?
There you go.
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. Yeah, good. How was your weekend, Nathan?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you getting stuck into the Olympics?
No, not at all. I was doing plumbing at home.
Good on you,
Oh,
mate.
yeah, good on you,
Just because
Messi.
you're watching the Olympics doesn't mean backbones like me and Nathan aren't just doing plumbing at home, all right?
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
that's, speaking of which, what do you do for a crust, Nathan?
Project manager.
Oh, yeah,
backbone. Yeah.
Backbone. All right, Nathan, are you going for the NRL Grand Final or Bathurst?
Bathurst.
Yeah,
Good on you, mate.
Good on you,
Yeah, I
mate.
thought so, man.
You stay on the line there and I'll chuck you to Pugsan in Studio B. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Bye, babe.
God, he's no
Yeah,
nonsense.
I was
He
going
is.
to say, he is...
a project manager.
He's a project manager. He's like, right, but douche. You'd be a good project manager, I reckon, mate.
Da-douche.
Right, douche. I'd be hopeless.
Well, you were saying last week that you'd be a great project
Yeah,
manager.
but on reflection, I'd be terrible.
Yeah, I think I'd be good.
Have you got one of those hypotheticals there for us, Keyzie?
Oh, no, don't.
Oh, good. I don't like those anyway.
Okay, I'll just make one up on the
Go
spot.
on, then.
Would you rather have tentacles for arms or hooves for feet?
That's a tricky one.
Or like the total bottom half of you is like donkey legs with hooves.
It's already pretty much horse-like down there.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
said donkey. Excluding the fatos. What are you going for? Tentacle arms?
Probably tentacle arms.
Probably hoof feet.
You're going to have hooves for feet, Jase. Are you kidding me?
No.
That's a stupid answer.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Audio slave there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon now. Boy, oh boy, lots going on after 5 o'clock. We've got Wayde, Egan and Luke Metcalf from the Warriors to have a little chit-chat, two fellas. You fizzing about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Also another chance for Would You Rather? An old Hoodie J has a new addiction.
Awesome. Would you rather, by the way, is your chance to go to either the NRL Grand Final or Bathurst. Actually,
Or.
or. Which one of those two would you choose? I know, Mike, I think you
Yeah,
would
I mean,
choose
hands down.
NRL Grand Final. I think I would as well. Jase, you don't like rugby league or motor racing.
But the benefit of going to the rugby league is it's over sooner.
Yeah,
and then
right.
you can party on down. No, look, you do me an injustice, fellas. I love my rugby league. And in fact, Keyzie, how dare you suggest that I don't love my rugby league, particularly given that Wayde Egan and Luke Metcalf are coming in. You're setting me up to get a massive deducing.
Nah. Why do you keep looking at the paper whenever you go to say who the players are that are coming in? Why do you keep looking down at who's written on your paper there?
Because I'm a professional and I prepare properly for a radio show, Keyzie.
So which one would you choose?
Probably Wayde Egan.
What?
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through your Monday okay. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
So good.
Not bad, Muggy.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I mean, I'm stoked with it.
Yeah, good job from you, Keyzie.
Hey,
Especially, I thought.
what's special a Night and Day running at the moment, by the
good
way,
question,
Keyzie?
Jase, great question. Mogi.
Yeah.
$4.50 barista-made coffees.
Wow.
That's as low as it goes in terms of barista-made coffee, Jase. And also you can get a coffee card where every sixth coffee is free,
Whoa.
and that's at Night and Day.
Wow.
They were also running a Mogi special.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh god. Okay, so you walk in and you say, "Oh, hey, I have one Mogi special," and then they go, "Oh, yeah, cool. So here's a barista-made coffee, just a long black with a hot water on the side, not too much.
An espresso with hot water on the side. Yep.
Damn it.
A block of tofu,
One large industrial-sized block of tofu.
Yes.
some nasal spray for your honker.
One large industrial nasal spray for his honker, and also
Yeah.
a G-string.
Oh, some protein powder?
Nah.
No.
No protein powder.
So sold out.
And a couple of boxes of super small connies.
Yeah.
That's right.
Incidentally, really great news on that front from one of the Big Show team, actually, fellas.
Is this breaking news?
Well, I guess it is.
This is breaking news.
Old Pugsan in Studio B has been awarded the contract of supplying connies for the Athletes Village at Gay Paris
Yeah.
for the Olympics. Yeah, he is stoked.
Is it like hundreds of thousands of connies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Far out.
And they were apparently in a bit of a crisis with that. And they thought, what the hell are we going to do? And they went, Pugs on.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Congratulations, Pugs. He'll be tapping into his private supply, won't he? God, he'll have to top up.
Totally, man.
Cheers, man. What are we going to here?
Oh, what's going on with my computer?
Oh, is it playing up? Fat Boy Slim Jase.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Faith No More there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. Hey, now everyone is getting into the Olympics, and we thought it would be a real public service if we let you know what's going on, fellas. What do you think?
Yeah, keen.
Yeah, so I'm also keen.
Do we have a sting for it?
Yeah, gold.
Silver.
Bronze.
Run.
Jump.
Shot put.
Throw.
Hammer throw.
Surfing.
Skateboarding.
Beach volleyball.
What's happening in gay Paris?
And I believe you got all the details there, Keyzie.
Take us through it, Keyzie, would you, man?
What's happening, mate? What's happening?
I'm pumped.
Well, if you give me a chance. Day 3 of the Olympics, officially. Fellas, how does it feel?
Yeah, good thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
good. Is it day 3 today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or tonight.
Tonight.
Okay, so at 7 o'clock, men's trap. Men's trap.
What are they trapping?
Owen Robinson.
They're trapping Owen Robinson?
No,
That's
sorry.
specific.
That is confusing. It's not trapping like catching an animal. It's shooting.
Oh.
Is that 7 o'clock gay Paris time or New Zealand time?
It's gay New Zealand time.
Oh, really?
So 7 p.m. gay New Zealand time.
7 p.m.
No,
I
what's
always,
that?
the trouble is my internal clock is set at gay Paris time.
Okay. All right, well, for example,
Yeah.
tonight, Jason,
So
you'll be
you telling
stoked.
me that it's at 7 p.m. tonight, that actually confuses me.
Well, I just think it'd be better for the audience.
Sure.
We can do both.
Okay.
Tonight, Jace, you'll be into this show jumping, horses and that.
Actually, I do like the show jumping.
But you do. So we've got Clark Johnson, Janelle Price, Tim Price.
What time's that?
That's at 9, and then the individual the qualifier is at 9, and the individual final is at 1 a.m.
Okay,
And that's
interesting.
New Zealand time.
And I think the team is at 6th position, I think you said, Mogi.
Yeah, they're
and I
coming
think,
at 6.
one of the individuals is up there or thereabouts. I can't remember his name.
10 o'clock tonight, women's doubles, the second
yeah,
round.
I'm in.
You've got,
Doubles what?
sorry, like 2 people on a team.
Yeah, for
Oh,
what?
For what sport?
Tennis.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go.
Did I not say
You
that?
said women's
No.
doubles. Yeah, I don't know. What could have been anything.
Erin Rootliff
Oh,
Pardon?
and Lulu Sun.
Sun. Yeah.
So they are playing tonight at 10 p.m. That's gay Auckland time.
Okay.
Paris time, that's probably 12 p.m.
We don't do
lunchtime.
it, probably.
What channel's that on?
That's on Sky.
Well, yeah, but there's heaps of channels there, Keyzie.
Certainly is.
Hey, Keyzie, can I get a medal count update, please?
Oh, really? It's really
The Big Show Medal Tally Update.
we've still got none.
Yeah.
Okay.
That checks out.
I mean, we've done it twice already now.
Yeah.
But can I just
But you never
reiterate?
know.
Can I just reiterate? We got a 4th and a 7th.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
we got
sorry.
2 top 10s in there.
So it's a medal tally,
Yeah.
and it's not going to change throughout the course of the show because the Olympics aren't on right now.
Oh, you never know.
Well, I mean,
You always got to be ready, Keyzie.
right. 10 past midnight. New Zealand time, men's cross country.
Cross country.
That's it's the mountain biking.
Oh,
Sam Gaze is competing in that.
Sam who?
Gaze. 2:30 a.m. women's pool play. The Black Ferns Sevens are taking on Fiji.
How good.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that's a goodie.
2:30 a.m. So
I'm
it'll be-
feeling good about them, man.
Are the Fijian women as good as the Fijian men at the
Oh,
7s?
so much better. I
Oh,
would say.
okay.
yeah, Jase, it's
okay.
pretty
Yeah.
sexist.
That's
No, I
sexist.
just
So
mean,
we would assume.
are they? Is
What,
it,
are you saying that the women are potentially not as good as the men? You can't
no,
say
I
that.
just mean, do they dominate like the
That's
Fijians
not in
dominate?
the Olympic spirit, Jace, but we'll look over it in the efforts of the Olympic spirit.
Thanks, Mike, saving the day there. 7. Oh, so they're actually playing a few times over the night. Actually,
They
so
do.
If you want to stay up all night, you can catch a lot of Black Ferns action, which is very, very exciting. And then first thing tomorrow morning, you've got some surfing and you've got some swimming going on as well, including Erica Fairweather in the women's 200 metre freestyle final. That is at 10 to 8 tomorrow morning. worth watching there, Flowers.
Hey, we've also got some breaking news here.
Oh, wow.
This is breaking news.
Commentator Bob Ballard from Eurosport has been removed from the broadcast after making a sexist remark. The Australian women's relay team won the 4x100 freestyle race and were collecting their gold medals when Ballard could be heard saying to millions across the continent, "Well, the women just finishing up. You know what women are like, hanging around, doing their makeup." So he's been fired now.
Wow.
He's going home early. No medal for Bob Ballard.
In the meantime, here's Blurt.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed, Smashing Pumpkins there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, and we're fizzing about this. I'm actually amazed, fellas, that we haven't had some Warriors in before this time.
It's bullshit.
I mean, we talk the Warriors all the time, probably more than any bloody station, and yet we haven't had any Warriors. What's that about, Keyzie?
Oh, I have no idea. Sorry, Jase. But we do have a couple of Warriors in the studio, Wayde Egan and also Luke Metcalf. First of all, welcome to Hodaki, fellas.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's exciting to be here, isn't it? First of all, Luke Metcalf, how you going?
Oh, how many times have you been asked this question over the last sort of 3 months? Are you loving
Mike,
it?
don't sell me short like that.
I know, but I don't blame you, Keyzie, because everybody wants to
just
know.
wanna know.
And there's a different audience for every radio station, so you have
That's
to ask
true.
it, but you must be over it.
Yeah, maybe one too many times. Maybe that.
That was the one that broke it.
I've been asked it a lot, but no, I'm going all right. I'm going good. Yeah, so I'm pretty close to coming back to play. Yeah, I'm not too far away, so yeah, I'm just really excited to finally get back out there.
What about, because obviously you and Sean's in a similar position where you're sort of, the second tier, or I guess you'd say, come in. You've got Chanel Harris-Savita, Tamati Martin, but then they excel massively. Is that like a weight off your shoulders? Like, oh, thank goodness these guys are going so well.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, like when I got hurt, obviously I'm obviously devastated that I got hurt, but it's awesome to see your mates go in there and do well, regardless of who's going in there and playing. You want the team to win and you want everyone to play good. So, yeah, it's been cool to sit back and watch those boys do their thing.
I would be, Luke, filthy about that. I mean, if I had players ahead of me, I'd be going, drop the ball, you bastard. I totally want to see them, just completely capitulate. But actually, it's really interesting because you guys got off to a hiss and a roar, and then massive injury toll for you guys. And the young fellas and maybe the not so well-known players came in and they really performed for you guys under pressure.
Yeah, they did. I think throughout the middle period there, we went through a sort of a tough stage, and then sort of injected some youth into our team, and I think those guys sort of sparked a bit of a run we went on. So obviously don't want injuries to happen to guys like Matt and Shawnee, but when guys get a chance, it's pretty cool to see those young guys step up.
Grab it with both hands.
And what about from your point of view, Wayde? Every game, obviously, you must sit back, sort of watch the tapes and think to yourself, shit, I've got to find a new way to bleed this week. And over the weekend we saw another one. I'm sure it was a guy's teeth going through your cheek. Is that a first for you?
Yeah, modelling careers get done.
Oh, no, you're still on fire, mate. No, beautiful.
Just try and find new ways to get split, and if I shave my head, it's going to be very ugly. There's a few hidden ones under there too.
Looking back over this last weekend, fellas, how did you feel about that performance?
I thought it was good. Obviously, coming off a couple tight losses there to Raiders and Bulldogs was pretty devastating. But yeah, it was always good to
a couple of robberies.
Robbed.
Oh, we didn't say that.
It's always good to, regardless of how you win. I just think it's good to just get back on the board and actually get 2 points. And, you can sort of just look forward and try and go on a little run.
What about, because obviously the backline particularly and the spine has had so many changes with different injuries and stuff, whereas you see other teams who just have their full spine together all season and the cohesiveness is just next level. How tricky has that been, trying to work together? Like now you've got Rog at fullback, who's a god obviously, but before it was Chans and Tain Tuapiki and stuff. Is it just, how hard is it to just get rid of that clunkiness and like sort of gel with such different changes? Wayde Egan.
It is actually pretty tough. I think last year was it was pretty good because we had similar spine for most of the year, but this year, as you said, it's been here, there and everywhere. I think we lost 3 backs 1 week, 2 backs the next week, and then just sort of throwing spanners in the works
but you're not allowed to complain either. This is the other thing. Next man up, we can do it, but it must drive you up the wall.
It is a little bit tough, yeah, just try and build combinations and to know where a guy's going to be and stuff like that. But, yeah, as you said, it is next man up mentality, and we have good depth in our spine, which is really good, which helps us a lot.
Well, I'll tell you what, fellas, let's go to is it Green Day?
It's Green Day.
Oh, God. How do you guys feel about Green Day? You know Green Day?
Yeah, I think
you into them?
When I was about 10, I think.
Yeah, thanks, Wayde.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Green Day there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Very special guests, Luke Metcalf and Wayde Egan from the Warriors in with us. Fellas, there was massive expectations on you this year in terms of, your performance last year. The people really got behind you. You got off to a real hiss and roar, and it just seemed inevitable that you were going to crush the season. Obviously massive injuries have affected the team. Was there anything else that sort of happened that, you didn't quite click and things didn't quite go your way?
Any individuals you can blame?
Yeah, someone that must be to blame for it.
Yeah, Luke Matt getting injured.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely buggered it.
No, I don't think there's anything too specific as to what we can really put down in. Obviously, last year was such an awesome thing.
Brilliant.
Came out of nowhere and made top 4 and was so close to getting to the grand final. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like obviously it doesn't help having a new team every week and having lots of players coming in and out of the team. I'm sure that's a thing. And I feel like we're still trying to figure out what our best look is this year and how good we, because we know how good we can be. So that's probably the frustrating thing too. Like when you look at our team, we know how good we can be. So I think we just got to, hopefully after the win on the weekend, we can actually find what we're good at and what we know, what we need to do to win.
Is there any rhyme or reason to the injuries? Because it's been the worst affected club like this year, hands down. Do you blame Webby for overtraining your pre-season?
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Webby and Balin Couples.
Is that what it is?
Probably get rid of them both.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, they'd be gone. So.
Honestly, he's got to go.
Balin Couples, the strength and conditioner, he's just overworked us. Hope he's listening. He likes his rock too, so he might actually be listening.
He's a big Green Day fan.
Can I ask?
I was going to ask a question.
I'll be very quick, Keyzie, because I'm not a big leaguey. Keysie's the leaguey.
No, that's not true, Jase. You're huge.
But just in terms of the expectations, because the support for you guys has been massive, do you guys feel that pressure, or is it just does it buoy you up, or can it feel like a bit of a load on the shoulders?
I think what Matt said before, we sort of had no expectations last year, and then coming out of nowhere, it sort of was a pretty easy run to us. And then I guess teams preview differently this year. We were sort of a top 4 team last year, so it does come with a little bit of expectations, I think, especially from outside media or whatever. But it's sort of no excuse not to win games. I just think we haven't been performing sort of up to our standard in some of the games this year.
Sure.
Good question, Jase. That's actually the question I was going to ask.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I'll ask a different one though. Wayde, no look passes. That extra scucks this year, I've noticed that.
Thanks, mate.
Have you been working? Was that a real work on over the off season? Because you're selling everyone, even cameramen are like whipping where you're looking. You know what I mean?
He's been doing that since the Lithgow work.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Just ingrown in me. I don't know. I just always tell me and Tamati and Chanel always say you're just not allowed to look where you pass. Because
you and Josh Schuster was the other one for Manly who would have the lips out like and look one way then pass the other, and I'm like, Wayde Egan started doing that.
Yeah, I copied a bit from him. Took a few notes. Yeah,
need to get the lips going as well.
Hey, what's the approach to Vegas next year? You get there early and you get hammered for a week and then you come good, or do you play the game and then get hammered for a week afterwards? Has there been any chat amongst the team about exactly how you're going to approach it? Because you don't want to go over there and not have a few drinks responsibly, surely.
Yeah, I feel like the best way. I feel like the best way to do it after, be responsible, get the win, get the dub, and then go out after.
Beautiful.
Go see one, go to the what's called the Sphere or something.
A couple of shows. You're going to take in a couple of shows. Yeah.
I always found I played my best during. You know what I mean? A few beers.
Yeah.
Give the ball to Hoodie J and I'll run her up the guts, fellas. No worries at all.
Fellas, before we let you go, Eels this weekend, they've gone from in 2 years grand final team to wooden spooners, right? So they are fighting not to be the wooden spooners. I'm actually, for some reason, I'm nervous about this game. What's the homework on them other than that their team constantly changes as well?
Yeah, I think they're pretty dangerous. Obviously, they were grand finalists a couple of years ago, and they've still got a fair few of those players still in their team. So they're very dangerous, I think. And I think we're going to have to be on defensively with their star players.
They're almost similar to the Warriors because they had like a grand final top 4 team, and then obviously they've lost Moses, who's been out pretty much all season, and Reed Marnie left and all this sort of stuff too. But they are very similar. Injuries and stuff really just puts a handbrake on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Obviously, like I still feel like you've got to be wary with any team in the NRL. I feel like the Parramatta's still a good side. They don't have Mitch Moses, but they've still got a lot of strike with their players that are still playing. So I feel like we've still got to be on in that sense. But yeah, they're sort of obviously had a tough season too with injuries and that, and obviously it's affecting them. I think like Rabbitohs are probably in the similar boat. They've had a few injuries.
I'm a degenerate gambler. Who's first try scorer this week, fellas?
Wayde Egan.
Wayde Egan. Yeah, all right.
He actually hasn't scored a try this year.
Is that right? You're on nutty run. Are you on nutty run, brother?
I want to see him do the nudie run.
Oh, so do I. Give us a shout, man.
I want to do it, so that's why I'm just not sure.
Here's the key, Wayde. This is what you got to do. You got to do the no-look pass and then not pass.
Yeah.
And then just go straight for the... Hey, fellas, thanks for coming in. All the best for the game this weekend and for the rest of the season.
Thanks for having us, fellas.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oasis there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. What's coming up after 6 o'clock, I hear you ask? Well, what's on the TV with Mike Minogue for one, and also what's for tea New Zealand with me, Keyzie. Yellow Wheeze, thick crust, monkey porn, fun account.
Doesn't like thick crust.
That's right. So text through on 3483 right now what you are having for dinner. Include your name, and you could go in the draw to win a $50 night and day voucher.
How good.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. On the podcast outro today, and you're saying to yourself, what's a podcast outro? It's a podcast we do outside of the radio show, just a bit more relaxed, a bit more casual. Generally speaking, a little bit more filth. And with that in mind, I think today we were talking about your bullets quite a lot, Mogi, from recollection. And how beautifully smooth they are.
About the right amount, I reckon. But yeah, I think there's truth in that.
And from recollection, how massive my bush was.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of bush chat.
It was the Jase's Bush special. Search Hodaki Big Show, wherever you get your podcast from. That will be out at 7:30 tonight, along with the highlights package of the show. Here is a clip.
I haven't seen my balls in ages.
Yeah, that would be right.
Seriously, though, they're not the sort of thing...
Have you got a chastity belt?
There's not the sort of thing that you look at.
I see my balls
You'll
every
certainly
day.
see them every day, yeah.
Well, yeah, have you got big hangers, have you, Keyzie?
No, I just don't
Big
have
droopers.
a giant bush like you clearly do. Such good quality content there.
Yeah, I tell you what, it was... I was under siege from the fellas about my bush, and quite frankly... As if you go and listen to the podcast, I gave a resounding defence.
You did. I thought I was really proud of you the way you defended
thank you,
that.
Man. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, the best defence.
I'm all natural, fellas.
Yeah. Wait, so you are? You do have a massive bush?
You've got a landing strip, you were saying, Keyzie.
Yeah, I've got a landing strip. That's right. A little arrow that points down. But Hodaki Big Show, search wherever you get your podcast. Oh, damn it. The Hodaki Big Show. Be a great TV show, actually.
Yeah, it really would be. Hey, now listen.
Thanks, Jase.
If you are having tea soon, text us 3483 and let us know what it is.
Yeah.
So Keyzie can talk about it next.
After the red hot
chili peppers.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Jihad there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. What a miserable evening it is here in Auckland City, but we won't focus on that. Instead, we'll focus on what's for tea.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie.
Yellow Wheeze, thick crust, monkey porn, fun account, don't like thick crust.
That's right. Text through right now, 3483. What are you having for dinner, New Zealand? We'll read them out, and then Jason and Mike will probably slam them.
No.
That's all good.
I remember actually over the weekend, Keyzie, you saying that you'd bought 4 packets of sausages. What's that about?
Well, my wife needed to go to the butcher.
Moab.
That's right. And I was like, I might come in with you. I haven't been into a butchery in ages. So I went in there and then I saw all the different types of sausages they make. And I got carried away and bought heaps of different packets of them. And she's like, what are we going to do with all these sausages? And I was like, get this. We'll freeze them.
You should put that on the radio.
Yeah, you should, man.
What was your favourite flavour so far? Like, obviously you haven't tasted them all, but looking at the packets, what inspires you?
Well, it was interesting because I walked in and the first packet...
I wouldn't lead with this. It's interesting.
I walked in and the first packet I saw was paprika and garlic. And I was like, yum, they look nice.
Do they just look like sausages, though?
Yeah, but like
the idea of the
orangey
paprika.
coloured ones.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oranges,
like,
yum.
Not a big fan of paprika myself.
Oh, well, I guess you won't help me eat those sausages. That's a shame. Next one I saw was just a chorizo, but it said spicy chorizo.
Chorizo.
And I was like, yum, a chorizo. I'll grab those because they were like dark red.
I find them a bit fatty.
Well, I guess I'll be eating those solo. The next one I saw was Boerewurst.
Oh, what's it? What?
Boerewurst?
Yeah, what's that?
It's like a black sausage.
Is that what that means? Black sausage?
I don't know. It's like a really big, long black sausage in a big loop.
Yeah, I find those a bit dense.
So I'll just have the old Boerewurst to myself then. And I bought that. And then on the way out, right next to the counter, and this is obviously why they put them there, jalapeno Kransky. So I chucked that in the old trolley as well, and we spent about $80 on meat.
Do you love Kranskys, Jase?
No.
Oh, I guess I'll be having those solo. Hey, should I read some text out?
Yeah, sure,
or
man.
Have we run out of time?
Oh, no.
G'day, guys. Margot here.
Oh, my God.
Kidder.
From Superman, Lois Lane.
Yes. Tonight we are...
She's dead.
Oh. Don't say it, Jase. Tonight we're having enchiladas.
Enchilada!
You don't like enchiladas?
Not really.
Oh, man. I guess Lois Lane will be eating those solo. Here's a great text. You'll love this. G'day, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Simon here.
Simon Dello.
Simon Mannering.
Simon Sears.
Simon
from Die Hard
Garfunkel.
with a Vengeance, played by Jeremy Irons.
Simon Mannering.
G'day, guys. Tonight I'm just having pork chops. Up the wires.
Oh, nice. You sort of want to have a pork chop, and I don't like pork chops, but a bit of mash.
Sure.
Maybe a little bit of steamed veg on there as well.
Sure.
Would you generally go with some kind of a sauce on a pork chop?
I'd go applesauce,
Okay,
maybe. I know
yeah.
you don't like your fruits with your meats,
I
but
don't.
an applesauce and a good, nicely cooked pork is beautiful.
What about
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
David Bowie there on the radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. Let's talk TV. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Wow, that was amazing there.
That's pretty good.
That was really good from us.
good stuff, fellas?
Jase.
And
I watched I watched the first episode of a series. I don't know how many episodes there are, but it's on Netflix, okay?
Yes.
It's called Dirty Pop. Dirty Pop. The boy band scam. And this is about a fella that started up Backstreet Boys and toured them around the joint.
Yes.
And then he thought to himself, well, if I've got Coca-Cola at some point, somebody's going to create Pepsi. So then he got put together In Sync. And so he had both of those bands, and he was paying them. I think they went platinum, Backstreet Boys, and they all got $10,000. So big cash he was handing over. But I've just got to the second episode, and from the sounds of it, he's running a massive scam and is going to eventually go to prison. So I'm looking forward to that.
Isn't it some sort of Ponzi kind of
Yeah,
scenario?
there's something like that. We haven't gotten to that. They're sort of setting up the first season with them touring really hard and breaking big in Germany and finally getting a bit of money together and then setting up for it being an absolute shambles moving forward. So 3 episodes there are actually. It's good, man. It's good.
It's not that Netflix thing of it dragging it out when it could just be one episode.
Nah, not so far.
Oh, that's good.
Not so far.
That's funny because I had my finger hovering on the play for that very program last night, and then I went back to the Olympics and watched Equestrian.
A funny thing, because across those 2 bands, he must have made God knows how much money.
Billions.
God knows how much. And yet you can't pay people properly, and you can't make a success out of that. You've still got to run a scam and screw people over for even more money.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to learning a few things that we can apply for the big show.
Good stuff, mate.
Good stuff,
I
Mogi.
watched equestrian, and then I watched
You
swimming,
mean horse porn.
and then I watched mountain biking, and then I watched rowing.
Did you?
None of which I would watch, as I previously stated earlier in the show, at any other stage other than the Olympics.
Yeah.
And then I nodded off, and then my wife said, "Oi, time for bed." And I went, "You bet it is."
Yeah.
And I gave her a little wink.
That's so good.
And then she went
and slept in the spare room.
I watched another episode of Colin from Accounts on TVNZ Plus, comedy from Australia. Great TV show. Season 1 started hot, tapered off towards the end. Season 2 is not really at all about Colin, the wee dog that they adopt together. That's the whole premise of the first season. It's more just about the wacky characters, and they're hilarious.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And from recollection, the two main characters are married, yes?
That's right.
Recollection, yeah.
And so they've got
Recollection.
a great chemistry.
Yes.
And there's a really funny moment where his brother comes to town and says one of the funniest things that actually had my wife crying with laughter thinking about it.
Right.
It was about, should I say it?
Nah.
Okay,
I'm going to
good.
save it.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna
because
watch
what's going to
that.
happen, you're going to watch it, come back and be like, it's shit, I hate it.
It's a precarious thing, isn't it? Performing with your partner.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? My wife has often said to me, "We should do something together." And I've always gone,
I think she just means like a date night.
No, she means, what do you mean? And we've done a play together. That's where our romance bloomed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What was the play?
Black Hands, it was called.
Oh.
It was really bad.
The David Bain.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was shocking.
You did the David Bain play with your wife.
Yeah.
What?
And then we fell in love, Keyzie.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Cool Jam there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening.
All right, Pie Kings.
Radio Hodaki's Beer and Pie July.
It is Beer and Pie July,
Yeah.
It is.
the greatest combo.
Have we got any pie? Haven't seen any pies today.
I'll tell you what, man. I've been a little bit let down in that area. We come in here and there's very rarely pies.
Well, that's because people hoe into them before we get here, Mogi.
I understand that, but
Yes.
that doesn't make it any more acceptable, does it? It doesn't put a pie in my mouth.
No.
And your pie hole.
It's funny, actually, because I came in the other day and I said, "Are there any pies?" And they went, "Oh, no, we just finished the last one," and Keyzie had 2.
Did they say that
Yeah,
today?
they
Because
said
it sounds like
they
a
said
huge
Keyzie had 2
yarn.
pies.
What? What are you talking about? What? Beer and Pie July, it is the greatest month on the calendar, and you could win $5,000 thanks to our mates at Dad's Pies, and you can also help us pick the flavour of a pie that will be put into production very soon. All right, you've got one more week of this, so get stuck in. If you would like to do that, text pie to 3483. Here are some suggestions so far. Ham, lamb, and yam.
It rhymes. And spam and jam.
Sure.
I just can't do a ham and a pie.
I don't like two different flavors of two different types of meat together either. It's a bit weird.
Well, like
Other
steak
than
and kidney.
Beef and bacon's okay, like steak
Oh,
and bacon.
yeah. Okay.
Or chicken and bacon.
Or chicken and bacon. There's,
Yeah.
I mean, about 20 different
There's a
versions
lot,
of things
yeah.
that you like. Okay. What else is there, man?
Good question, Mike.
Thanks, mate.
Marmite and cheese.
Nah.
Coq au vin.
Oh, coq au vin. I like the sound of that, actually.
What is
Yum.
it? French stew?
Yeah, coq au vin.
I don't know what that is. Chicken braised in a gorgeous glossy red wine sauce, bacon and potatoes.
Are they explaining what a coq au vin is?
It must be.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good,
It
actually.
sounds really good. I'd be keen on that
yeah,
one.
I'd give that a hoon.
Put a circle around that one for me, would you,
Could you
Keyzie?
underline that one, Keyzie?
Put a star next to that one, Keyzie.
Actually, Keyzie, can you write that one down?
And just put a couple of ticks next to it and use a yellow highlighter.
Okay, I'll just bold that one. Pork belly, cheese, caramelized onions, gravy, and pork crackle on top.
Jase doesn't like pork belly.
No, he doesn't like pulled pork.
Oh, he doesn't like pulled pork.
I love a pork belly. If
That
it's
sounds
cooked
That
properly.
delicious.
sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
That sounds really delicious.
On the top of that, instead of having the pastry, you could have the crackling.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Hey,
good
but
eating.
listen, did you say cheese in there, Keyzie?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You don't have
Cheese
cheese
and
anywhere near
pork.
pork belly.
Okay.
No.
I didn't realize that was
It cheapens it a little bit, doesn't it?
It does. It
Yeah.
does.
one last one because the music's fading out. Creamy garlic mushroom and steak.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Text pie to 3483. You could win $5,000 and help us pick the future flavour of a delicious dad's pie.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Well, there you go, you massive backbones. That's your Monday show done and dusted. I saw that you ate a huge amount of food during the show there, Mogi. I know you're back at the gym. Are you back on that diet again?
Yes.
Right, so it's just the same meal night after night after night?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
It's going to be good stuff.
Good stuff,
yeah, I've
mate.
been for about 8 weeks. I think last time it went for about 4 months because I was sick in the middle of it.
Sure.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And so I'm just going to do a short burst. Short, hard and fast. But the good thing is not drinking. I mean, I say that on one day in. And not smoking. And I say that and I'm about 5 hours in.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. Got to look after your health, don't you, at your age?
Totally.
Hey, Keyzie, what are you up to, mate?
I've just realised tonight I don't actually have anything on.
Wow.
So my wife and I will get together and we'll have dinner together.
Oh, God.
I believe we're having a butterflied lamb.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
And a nice salad with roast veggies in it. We'll eat that. We'll probably watch some Olympics.
Yeah.
She'll get sleepy, go to bed.
I think you need an early night since you're sick.
I'm starting to get a runny nose. So
mint jelly for the lamb or mint
there will
sauce?
be mint jelly and some gravy, I'd say, as well.
Yeah.
So put her to bed, and then I will probably play PlayStation for a bit and have a small glass of port. Actually, no, I've got a Pinot Noir on the go at the moment.
Oh,
Very
have
nice.
ya?
Very nice.
Yeah, good stuff.
Jase, what are you doing tonight, man?
I'll go back and see how my daughter's doing after her operation today. Go and chat to my wife, eat some kai, go to the gym, make
you back
love,
at the gym now as well?
Make love, and then probably go nine eyes after reading for about 15 minutes.
Oh, that's great.
Good stuff.
Thanks, man. Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure bringing you the show. Make sure you check out the podcasts. Also, check out our Instagram account. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Till then, see you later.
Bye.